So now let's learn how to solve this question. Why I specifically chose this question is because in here you have a fraction 4 over 1 plus I. And we will see how are we going to deal with fractions which have complex number in the denominator. Okay. So the question mentions express z, which is equal to 4 over 1 plus I plus 7 minus 2i squared in the form of a plus bi. So let's see exactly how we're going to answer this. I'm first interested in only this fraction. Let's try to simplify this. 4 over 1 plus I. If you have a complex number in the denominator, then we must always aim to change from a complex number to a real number. And this can happen only if we multiply the complex number with its conjugate. So if you have a complex number 1 plus I, we have learned that its conjugate will be 1 plus I conjugate will be 1 minus I. Only the sign in front of the imaginary number changes. If it was positive, it will become negative. If it was negative, it will become positive. So I can write this fraction as 4 times 1 minus I over 1 plus I multiplied with 1 minus I. By doing this operation, we can get rid of the complex number in the denominator and we can get just a real number. So now let's see what is 1 plus I multiplied with 1 minus I. This is of the form a square minus a minus b times a plus b. So which means it will be a square minus b squared. And the value of I square is negative 1. This first one is 1 squared. So we have 1 minus minus 1 and that gives us 2. Which means the denominator is just 2. So we have 4 times 1 minus I over 2. And this becomes 2 times 1 minus I. So my whole fraction can now be replaced with 2 times 1 minus I. So what is z then? Z is equal to, instead of 4 over 1 plus I, we will now write 2 minus 2i. This is basically 2 minus 2i plus 7 minus 2i squared. That means it is 9 minus 4i squared. Equals, let's expand this bracket. A minus b squared is a squared plus b squared minus 2 times a times b. And 4i squared means it will be 16i squared. So 9 squared is 81 plus 16i squared minus 72i. The value of I squared is negative 1. So this becomes 81 minus 16 minus 72i. And we get 65 minus 72i. This is our answer because we are asked to give the answer in the form a plus bi. So a is 65 and b is negative 72.